Shout out to our sponsor, Sherry's Berries.
Mother's Day isn't far off. Think she'd love some freshly dipped strawberries? Send her some for just $19.99.
Visit berries.com, click the microphone in the top right-hand corner, and use the offer code THEKNOW with a space. Hoo-yah! Welcome to The Know, I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Ryan Haywood.
Love rebuying the same game every year? How about rebuying the rebuy of the same game you rebuy?
That might be the case with Call of Duty, according to some new rumors.
Thanks to a couple of quick-thinking Redditors, it seems like we've got a new title for the next Call of Duty game, along with a possible confirmation of a remastered version of everyone's favorite Call of Duty, Modern Warfare.
Good looking out as always, Reddit.
Yes. Yesterday, the apparent name of the new Call of Duty may have appeared briefly on the PlayStation Store. Redditor Gunt My Fries posted a screenshot of his recent perusal of the PlayStation Store, where the new game was listed in the trending section.
And the title was Infinite Warfare.
So it's either a Marvel crossover or there's a whole lot of warfare we have yet to do forever.
Yeah, apparently we haven't had enough warfare yet. Also, kind of weird that Infinity Ward is developing a game called Infinite Warfare.
Is it weird though, or is it also like sly product placement?
You know which one's the best.
It's ours! As for whether or not Infinite Warfare is actually the next entry in the franchise, other game outlets verified that the game was indeed listed briefly on the store, which means this isn't some clever Photoshop work like many of the recent leaks we've all been fooled by, which is good to know.
Jim Sterling corroborated this information, posting a screenshot from an unnamed retailer, which places the game's official reveal for next week.
That actually falls in line with how Activision typically handles the reveal of Call of Duty games, with info dropping around April or May of each year. You know, just enough time for you to get to play and be tired of and move on from the previous game.
Except for Ghosts. We all forgot about that one by December.
Puppies. Further confirming the title, another screenshot hit Reddit today of what appears to be leaked cover art for Infinite Warfare, which may also reveal the existence of a remastered version of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
How many times can we say warfare in one story?
Yeah, a lot. Infinitely, perhaps.
Yeah, the cover art, which looks to be from a Target promotion, is for a Legacy edition of the game, which is assumed to be Infinite's version of Hardened / Prestige / Collector's editions. It also refers to Modern Warfare Remastered as being a full game download.
In addition to the reveal of Modern Warfare Remastered, the promotion also gives us a November 4th release date for the game, which, again, isn't all that newsy since early November is basically a new Call of Duty each and every year.
Yeah, a remastered version of Modern Warfare has been on Call of Duty fans' wish lists for quite some time now. Rumors have popped up every now and then, but it's mostly just rampant speculation, so this is actually kind of cool news if it turns out to be true.
Another thing to note here is that we're specifically seeing details about the Legacy edition of Infinite Warfare. While that version of the game seems to have Modern Warfare packaged with it, that doesn't necessarily mean that it'll have all versions with it.
The term Legacy, in and of itself, seems to heavily imply this will be the only version that comes with it, meaning you probably have to shell out extra money if that's really all you're looking to play.
None of the Modern Warfare series have appeared yet on current generation consoles, so there is a chance this might even imply that all three games are packaged together as Modern Warfare Remastered, which, if you're a fan of the series, could be kind of badass.
Yeah, it's a sort of pie in the sky scenario where Activision doesn't want to nickel and dime you for each individual game, which isn't the world we really live in now, is it?
Very true.
So it's most likely this only includes the first game.
And really, we probably can't expect it to include the multiplayer of Modern Warfare either, because it makes a lot more sense that the Modern Warfare Remaster would only feature the game's campaign.
While the original Modern Warfare's multiplayer is considered by some to be the game's best multiplayer to date, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to put that up as a direct competitor to the new game's multiplayer mode.
Multiplayer is the bread and butter of Call of Duty's staying power, complete with microtransactions, of course, because that's the world we live in. So it's doubtful that Activision would want to split their audience in two.
Still, other remasters like Halo 2 Anniversary and Gears of War Ultimate Edition have actually featured the original multiplayer for those titles, so hey, anything's possible.
Indeed. Not much is known about this year's Call of Duty other than that it's being developed by Infinity Ward, which we covered earlier. The biggest and most reliable rumor associated with Infinite Warfare at the moment is that its setting is space.
Yeah, that rumor dropped last month and was confirmed in a report by Eurogamer, who stated that 2016's Call of Duty will offer space combat between warring sci-fi groups in the far-flung future.
They also reported that Infinite Warfare would not be a direct sequel to Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, we know nobody gives any amount of fucks about Call of Duty's story, but we researched it, so it's going in the video. Everyone. I'm the person in the writer's room who said, who gives a fuck? And Eddy angrily typed. So here's what he found out.
Call of Duty Ghosts takes place in an entirely different universe than Modern Warfare, which was confirmed by Activision VP Daniel Suarez. Some hoped we'd see the return of fan favorite character Ghost, who died in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Sorry, spoilers.
Spoilers, if you cared. How dare you spoil a game from 2009 that nobody cares about? Anyway, we'll tell you all this because if Ghost is a standalone oddity in the series, which is sold pretty poorly, by the way, in case we haven't mentioned that about 50 times, it could mean that Infinite Warfare actually takes place in the Modern Warfare universe.
Rowo Captain Price confirmed. The idea that the game takes place in space is also a decent argument for why the multiplayer for the original Modern Warfare could be included in the remaster. It would give fans kind of a flavor of the old, while Infinite Warfare would try something new.
A total sci-fi translation of Call of Duty could potentially put off fans from the series who enjoy that good old-fashioned, modern, and sometimes semi-future style of combat.
Gritty. Yeah, hopefully we'll hear more about whether or not Modern Warfare Remastered is happening for real at the rumored reveal next week, which is set for May 3rd. And I guess maybe actual details about Infinite Warfare, but I mean, come on, we all know we're more pumped to play the old shit, really.
Eddy is. That seems to be the trend now anyway. Hey, games industry, I'd love to pay you another $60 for a game I just bought 2, maybe 3 years ago with some marginal update in the textures.
But the resolution's increased.
Oh, I bet actually that matters for you.
I mean, it is actually kind of big.
Yeah, it's nice.
Just stop giving the money for old games.
I know, but I like it. Give me a new Bioshock Infinite. I will give you money.
I'll play it.
So what do you guys think of Infinite Warfare? Are you excited? What about Space Call of Duty? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, for more Call of Duty news and more ways to spend your money on games that you already own, like this video and subscribe to The Know.
Thanks to Sherry's Berries for sponsoring this update.
Mother's Day is coming up faster than you think, so don't put off getting her something nice.
Do you think she'd like some freshly dipped strawberries? We do, because we basically fight over them whenever we get some in the office, but we won't fight.
They're right. You can send her a batch for just $19.99. Just go to berries.com, click the microphone in the top right corner, and enter the code THEKNOW with a space.
Ah, now we eat them. Ah, best part.
Oh.